Welcome, I am Adina Wancha and I guide high-achieving men and women create extraordinary lives and loving ecstatic relationships. The intention of this podcast is to empower both men and women when it comes to life, dating, relationships, and intimacy. I believe that by both men and women being healthy, powerful, and loving, we can be in thriving romantic partnerships and create a better world together. If this is something you resonate with, then please keep listening. In this episode, I am talking about how to deal with rejection and ghosting when you are dating for a long-term relationship or marriage. First, let's define rejection and ghosting in the context of dating. Rejection is when someone you are chatting, talking on the phone, or even you have gone out on one or a few dates tells you that they don't want to talk to you or see you again. Rejection is a clear communication on why the other person doesn't want to keep communicating or dating you anymore. For example, I once told the man that although I think he's a great guy, during our first date, I noticed some incompatibilities related to our lifestyle and our future goals, which would have made an eventual relationship improbable. I believe telling the other person why you don't want to date them helps them to move forward faster and with more ease. The way I want to find the best partner for me, I also want the other people to find the best partner for themselves. So, an elegant way of rejecting someone is to tell them that you are incompatible in terms of values, lifestyle, or future goals, and wishing them all the best. They are a normal person just like you, and they deserve to be treated kindly. Ghosting is when someone you've communicated or gone on one or a few dates suddenly stops contacting you or answering when you contact them. This is something that might take you by surprise because maybe you had some good dates or some great conversations. So you think, but what happened? Why did they stop responding? This sudden end of communication can be more emotionally damaging for the person who is experiencing it because there is no clear explanation for it. It's like the other person simply vanishes without saying anything. This makes the person who is being ghosted create various scenarios in their mind in order to explain why the other person suddenly disappeared. Our mind does this because it doesn't like not knowing something. So it starts creating its own movies about why the other person stopped the contact. And these scenarios aren't helpful for your mental health. That is why you need to pay a lot of attention on what you are thinking when someone ghosts you. When someone ghosts you, there are a few major reasons. One, they realize that they don't really like you. Two, they realize you have some important incompatibilities and they don't know how to communicate this to you. And three, they aren't interested in a committed relationship or in committing to you. Bottom line is that they are not that into you. People don't ghost people whom they really like and are interested in a relationship with. To make the dating process easier, I would like to share with you some strategies and mindsets you can use when you get rejected or ghosted. Mindset and strategy number one. Expect rejection and ghosting and prepare yourself mentally and emotionally for it. You might think, what? You are telling me to prepare to be rejected and ghosted? Yes, because it is 100% going to happen. The way you reject and ghost other people, and don't tell me that you don't do it, because if you're actively dating, it's impossible not to do it. The same way other people will tell that they don't want to see you again, or they will simply stop communicating with you altogether, which is another way of saying, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Just as you don't like all people, the same way not all people will like you. Or maybe they see you are incompatible, or they notice that you want something that they cannot give you. In these cases, it makes no sense to keep seeing you. For example, if you want a family and they don't, or if they want to travel the whole world and you want to spend all your life mostly in one place, can you see how the relationship won't work in the long term because you are incompatible? Incompatibility is something you should take very seriously because in the long term, what will matter most is being compatible in terms of values, lifestyle, and goals. No matter how much you like someone and they like you back, if you are incompatible, your relationship will not survive, let alone thrive. So expect that you will be rejected and ghosted and prepare yourself emotionally and mentally for it. How can you do this? Well, the simplest way is to accept the fact that not everyone will like you, or maybe they will like you, but they won't be compatible with you. It is what it is. Another thing you can do is to put in place in your life habits that nurture you and make you feel happier. For example, you can start a working out routine, or take dancing classes, or read every day for 30 minutes, or meet your friends more often, or walk in the park, or play with your pet, or work on your business, or start a new project around the house, or volunteer for a cause close to your heart. The idea is that you need to have habits that give you good energy and make you feel better. The dating process is challenging, and you will meet people who will reject you or ghost you, the same way you will reject and ghost other people. So, to not be too much affected by this, you need to have a good level of self care and compassion for yourself. Mindset and strategy number 2. Stop trying to reestablish a connection if someone rejected or ghosted you. The mistake both men and women make is that they don't get the message when someone either tells them they don't want to meet them again or they just stop communicating. Insisting on talking or meeting someone who doesn't want to do that is not healthy. If you have this habit, you need to work with a professional because this shows that you have some old abandonment wound that you need to heal. Why would you want to keep seeing someone who doesn't want to see you and who is not that into you? It makes no sense. It's simple. If someone rejects or ghosts you, they are not that into you, or they might like you, but they notice some big incompatibilities. In both cases, a relationship cannot work on long term if one of the persons is not so much into the other one, or if there are big incompatibilities. So stop contacting people who either tell you with words or with actions that they don't want you. The right person for you will display a steady interest in getting to know you. You won't have to deal with big pauses in communication or in seeing one another. Mindset and strategy number 3. Getting rejected or ghosted doesn't mean that there is something wrong with you or that you are unlovable. When something we don't want happens, what decides what if that thing is going to affect us negatively or make us stronger is how we look at it. If when someone rejects you or ghosts you, you start thinking that you are not good enough, or there's something wrong with you, or that you are too much, or you are too intense, or that you are not worthy or deserving of love, or that no one will ever love you and want to be in a relationship with you, all these will put you in a self-hate mindset. I think we can all agree that self-hate is not something healthy. So if you have the tendency to beat yourself up, please work with a professional who can support you be more loving towards yourself. I used to do this to myself when I was younger. However, at some point, I just decided that if a person rejects me or ghosts me, they are just not the right person for me. And I only want to be in a relationship with the right person for me because I deserve to give and to receive love. Getting rejected and ghosted are natural things that happen in the dating process. They don't have much to do with how good or lovable you are. You can be an amazing person, still, not everybody will like you or will be compatible with you. Of course, this doesn't mean that you should stop growing or that you shouldn't reflect on your own behavior when dating. I think we all need to take responsibility for our actions and energy and do our best to improve and show up as a better version of ourselves. You can reflect on how you could have showed up differently on dates, but don't use this to beat yourself up. If that person would have been for you, you would have been in a relationship with them. Mindset number 4. The sooner you bounce back after getting rejected or ghosted, the faster you can find the right person for you. Let's say you've gone twice with someone and you like them, but they don't want to go on a third date or they stop communicating with you. And in your mind, you think that there is something wrong with you and you stop dating other people for a few months. If you do this after every person who rejects you or ghosts you, it might take you 10 years to get into a relationship. I'm not saying that you should start talking to someone else in the next hour. Give yourself a few days to process your emotions, but don't wait too long to get back in the dating process. Giving up won't help you connect with the right person for you. What will help you will be detaching yourself from the result while you keep going out and socializing with people, being yourself, and keep growing and evolving. Mindset and strategy number 5. The right person for you will make it clear through their behavior that they like you and that they want to be with you. Just because you like someone or you are attracted to them, it doesn't mean that that person would make a good long-term partner for you. I am going to say this again. Just because you like someone or you are attracted to them, it doesn't mean that that person would make a good long-term partner for you. Liking and being attracted to someone is not enough to create a mutually fulfilling long-term relationship or marriage. You also need compatibility and commitment to each other, because you can like someone and be compatible with them, but they might not be ready for commitment or they might not want to commit to you. So pay more attention when dating at compatibility and how this person shows you through their behaviors that they want a commitment with you. And rejection and ghosting are the exact opposite of commitment. I am inviting you to see rejection and ghosting as clear signs that someone is not right for you and that you cannot create a loving long-term relationship with them. As I am also currently dating for marriage, I reject and I get rejected. And you might think that just because I'm a woman and I am a relationship and intimacy coach, I don't get rejected or ghosted. That is not the case. I am rejected and ghosted. It's part of the dating process of finding the best partner for me. It's something I've made peace with because I don't make it mean something about myself. For me, rejection and ghosting means that that person doesn't really like me or that we are not compatible or that they wouldn't want to commit to me. I think it's a good thing when someone rejects me or ghosts me because I find out fast that they are not the right partner for me. And my time and energy are very precious. So I would like to share them only with men who truly want to get to know me on a deeper level. Rejection and ghosting hurt badly when you've been too physically or emotionally intimate with a person. That is why I strongly recommend you to go slower and reveal important things about yourself after 4 or 5 dates and not be intimate with someone without some type of commitment. Both men and women need to feel safe when dating. However, keeping yourself safe is something you need to take responsibility for and not put it on the other person. Because some people aren't aware that their behaviors can hurt you or they simply do not care. See your heart like a door that you open gradually, and see your body like a temple that only the person who meets your criteria and commits to you has access to. I see rejection and ghosting as a bump in the road towards finding and committing to the best partner for you. And if you go slowly, the bumps will have very little negative effect on you. While if your speed is too high, then the bumps can create bad accidents. So again, go slowly and really get to know someone before you create a lot of emotional and physical intimacy with them. Choosing a bad partner or a bad partner for you can really affect your life negatively in various ways. And if you are committed to creating the best version of yourself and of your relationship, and you resonate with me, you can work with me one-to-one in my The Queen or The King coaching packages, where we will work on making it happen. You can find the links for them in the description. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate your time and energy, and if you found this episode helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again in my next episode. Until then, keep evolving, loving, and creating. Bye!